All right. Welcome back to Wrestling Travel, a little segment we call Road Stories. We're here with Benjamin Boone. Benjamin, how are you doing? And what is your road story? I guess I'm so bad with the openings. It's like the Chris Farley show. That's the whole thing.
So
We're live.
remember when you wrestled Scott Steiner? That was awesome.
That was awesome.
No, but which is a nice segue into my road story. So this is about 8 years ago. A promotion I did in Newfoundland, Canada. We did a tour. The last 2 nights, they brought in legends such as Scott Steiner, Rhino, Roddy Piper, and I was fortunate enough to have Matt both those nights to work with Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Now, the first night of meeting Mr. Steiner, he's very by himself. He changed in a room by himself. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to shit on him for that because it's Big Papa Pump. He's earned it.
Right.
I'm very timid and going up to him and saying, "Hey, hello, sir. I'm working with you tonight," and work the match. We piece it together, and initially, towards the end of the match, he was going to give me a top rope belly to belly, right before getting me in the Steiner recliner. Now, this ring that we worked in was, to put it mildly, the drizzling shits. And anyone that stepped in the ring and performed, you would know too. Those boards that would pop in and out like piano peas. lot of heads hit those boards, and so we're doing the match. Actually, before that, we were supposed to go on before intermission. The ring announcer, he screwed up and announced intermission early. So when he came back, he being Scott Steiner, pal, we went on right after intermission, and he came, "Hey, we're not gonna do that top rope belly to belly. That ring sucks." So, like, thank you, God. But we were paired with a valet, and to put it mildly, she was the drizzling shits too. They brought her in for one night, and they just had her valet the rest of the time because she couldn't work. So she was the valet for Scott Steiner this night, and we had a spot where I cut off Scott Steiner during his comeback. I was to pin him with my feet on the ropes. Here she was supposed to come, shove him off. I do a thing with her on the outside, climb up. She pushes me. I take like a flare bump inside the ring. Well, where we were to do our spot, she was on the other side of the ring, nowhere in view, way out of position. I saw this and I knew. So I took up an extra second to adjust Scott Steiner's legs, just so the spot wouldn't get fucked. So, meanwhile, here's Scott Steiner laying on his back like an almost 300-pound muscled turtle, just yelling out for everybody here, "Where the fuck is she?" and I just thought, oh God, I'm gonna die. Just that loud and for everyone to hear. It's hilarious now, but I was so frightened.
Oh yeah.
But we got through the match, and afterwards he was all smiles afterwards, which was great. So
Yeah, anytime you can have them all smiles, that's fantastic. Wow. That is one hell of a way to start our road stories. That's outstanding.
Yeah, and after that match too, I asked Roddy Piper. I'm dropping names. I hope you have your hand out to catch them. But
Yeah,
asking him, if he had a chance to watch, and I'm gonna do my best Piper voice. He said, "No, I'm sorry. I did the Piper's pit, but Scotty came back and he was in a good mood, and Scotty, he's always in a bad mood. So did okay, kid." I'm like, all right. that's one thing that if I never make it, that I consider a career highlight.
That is fantastic. Now, two good stories there. So Benjamin Boone, thank you for being a part of Wrestling Travel's Road Stories.
Thank you for having me.